Well, the story first of all is about a platoon of paras who are based on Kajaki Dam, protecting it. And one morning they spotted some enemy activity and they chose to go off the hill and to engage this particular enemy activity, just three of them. And in the process they crossed a wadi which was full of old Russian mines that had been left from the previous conflict. One of them stood on one and the rest of the story unfolds from there. Why did I like it as a story? I think first of all, it's unbelievable. You couldn't make it up, and yet it's true. So it's a fascinating story from that standpoint. Plus, it's about time we made a British war movie about British heroes, really.
We so rarely see war films about contemporary conflicts. Why do you think that is, and why is it so important that that changes?
That's a very, very good question, which you should ask a lot of people, probably not me. I think it's probably to do with empire, it's to do with Northern Ireland, it's to do with wars that we didn't really want to be involved in, which has just meant that the media, if you like, aren't that interested in war per se. But that's the Americans don't have a problem with that. They keep making war films, so it's about time that we sort of put our own mark in the sand. And to watch it, think about Remembrance Day, which was only sort of yesterday. We all think of that as the First World War and the Second World War. Well, hey guys, we've been fighting every year bar one, I think, since the Second World War, but we've made no films about those wars, so it's about time we did. Do you know what? Our approach to it was just to research the hell out of it, really, and to try and get it as real as possible. Because the flip side of being over-graphic and being sensational is it's your coy. And coy is no good either. So you've got to find something that is just realistic and to a certain extent shocking, because if you blow your leg off, it doesn't look good. So we just tried to be genuine, and our whole brief to the whole team was just making sure that we researched everything and got it as true to life as possible. Well, first of all, the real life heroes made this film. Tom and I, Tom's the writer. Early doors, we went on a research trip and we went and spoke to all the guys who had actually been there and took their testimony, if you like. And they told us not only, obviously, factually what went on, but what was fantastic is they just brought great character insights, and we learned about them. We met them properly as individuals, which meant that when we wrote the script, or when Tom wrote the script, it genuinely sort of picked up on that. And it's quite odd, last night they had their screening and I was outside the pub, strangely enough, having a beer with one of them. It was like I just stepped into one of Tom's scripts because they spoke exactly like the script did. So that was a really, really great thing. The other half of your question, of course, is finding cast to do it. And fairly early doors, we realised that this film wasn't going to work with stars. So we wanted to find some real sort of great actors up and coming. And the Hubbards cast it for us, and I think they saw about 500 people, and eventually ended up with our fantastic cast. I'd like them to enjoy it as a film experience. It is a piece of cinema. It's exciting, it's gripping, it's tense, but also, it's real. This is the real thing. This isn't Code of War. This isn't a computer game. This is what it's really like, guys. And these are your peers. For a younger audience, these guys are in their late teens, early 20s when they're out there doing it. So it's not like they're sort of my age. They're their peers that are out there doing this stuff.